Talking to the Executive Director of Public Interest Alberta, Bill Moore-Kilgannon. Why are public solutions so critical in times like these, Bill?
Well, we've been talking all weekend about how vital the public sector is to the well-being of all Albertans, to make sure that the things that matter most to people are provided for. We've heard clearly from speakers like Elaine Bernard that we need to be thinking about those public sector solutions as values, as assets that we have. If we have clean drinking water, if the fire truck shows up when you call for a fire, or you've got good quality child care, or your children can go to education. These are critically important things for the quality of life of everyone. And so in these critical times right now, we're going to be hearing huge calls for tax cuts, cuts to programs, don't run deficits, we need more money for corporations, bail us out. And what we need to do, though, as citizens is to counteract that. So getting together, talking about public solutions, and designing advocacy strategies that are going to push this government to actually commit to what our poll shows clearly Albertans want.
What do you think will become the outcomes of this conference this weekend? What do you think was accomplished, and where do you think people will go with what they've done this weekend?
Well, I think the unique thing about Public Interest Alberta and this conference is the diversity of groups and organizations, people that are coming together. So you had here student leaders from the student movement, farmers, anti-poverty activists, people working with people with disabilities, sitting down with the president of the Nurses Union, talking to the Teachers Association, all of these groups coming together and recognizing that we all have a shared vision of what we want to create, and that a lot of these organizations have huge memberships and deep capacity to affect real change. So what comes out of a conference like this is a renewed commitment and energy that we are on the right path. New networks are established, a way of thinking about the nature of our advocacy work. I think people have gotten a lot out of the various sessions, and that's unique, I think, in Canada, to have an organization like Public Interest Alberta being the venue through which you can have that dialogue, but not just dialogue for the sake of dialogue. This is about advocacy. We want to change things. People have come here to do that, and people are going away feeling very inspired and very energized. And that's a great thing at a conference, to come away going, this is great. I've learned stuff, but I'm also committed to take action.
What happens on Monday for Public Interest Alberta?
Well, we have the provincial budget coming out in 2 days' time. We are very active with our new campaign called Invest in Albertans, and so we have a bunch of work to do to prepare for Budget Day. And this is the launch of a campaign that's going to take place over the next year. As I said, the voices of the right that have been so dominant in Alberta will be having their closed-door meetings with the Premier and Cabinet Ministers and trying to convince them that tax cuts and program cuts are the way to go. And so for us, we're going to be on the road. We're doing forums around the province to reduce poverty. We've got our various task force leaders that are going to be out doing speeches and talking and building and organizing the resistance to that. So beyond resting after the conference, we have a lot of work ahead of us, and that's what this conference has been about, is saying it's not just what Public Interest Alberta is doing, though. All of the member organizations need to engage in this. All of the individuals who are out there feel inspired to actually move forward and try and change this province. I know nationally that people see Alberta as a very right-wing province, and politically we are. But actually, when you look at the polls and you come here and you engage with people, and you realize that there is a huge progressive movement, and we've been fighting fights like trying to stop the privatization of Medicare in this country, and we have been successful. We've mobilized tens of thousands of people in this province, and we're going to be doing that again on many fronts over the next number of months.
Congratulations on a great weekend, Bill, and good luck with your work.
Well, I'm really glad you were able to be here. I'm really glad that the Straight Goods news team was able to come out to Alberta and be a big part of that, and I appreciate that you were able to help talk to people about the new media, how to do this, and to share in this way the success of this conference.